Roger Swift, 1958. Well, Mr. Jordan, in my estimation, was a wonderful person. He would always tell us, be everything that you can be. And he used to encourage us by saying, never let someone's label for you become your reality. And I never lost that. Back in those days, we were dealing with segregation. A lot of things were happening in those times. And he used to talk to us sitting on a picket fence, eating watermelon. You don't have to be what somebody has stated that's their perception of you. And he used to tell us that we can compete with anybody. When you leave Merrill, you can compete. He's a great person, and he has done so much to encourage and support us. My family, my uncles and aunts, we all went to St. Peter's. I left and came to Merrill after my 7th, 8th grade, because this is where you wanted to be. Merrill was the school. I was in dramatics, Miss Burkett, in charge of the dramatics program. And I had the pleasure to be a part of a lot of plays that she presented. And off from that, I used to try to be a little comedian. We had a break. She said, Raj, go out and keep them busy. And I would go out and, tell some jokes and, keep things going. I also played football and basketball under Bennett Johnson. I broke my leg in football. My mom said, no, your days are over, no more football. So I had to do something during football season. I wanted to keep up with what was going on in football. I love sports as well. So I went to Mr. Burris and asked, could I get in the band? Mr. Burris was an interesting guy. He told me, he said, what do you play any music? I said, no, sir. He said, well, how are you going to be in the band? So he said, let me see what you can do. And so I had a saxophone. I tried to play something for him. He said, well, Raj, no, I think that the summer you come back and we'll audition you again. And I spent my summers working on my instrument. I came back to school and he said, you ready for your audition? I said, yes, sir. He said, what do you want to audition on? I said, John Philip Sousa's. He said, what? He said, if you can play this, you're in. I played it by memory, Stars and Stripes, forever. And so I was fortunate enough to get in the band. I became the student director of the band. I wasn't that great in sports, but I made up for it. Melvin Moore and myself, we had some time to take some extra classes. So we decided to take home economics. And we were the first two males to ever attend Mrs. Watkins' class. And she was so proud of having us there. And we participated in sewing, made stuff like aprons and stuff like little simple things. And we were proud of being there. And I was elected the president of the class. And I remember she used to say, oh, Mr. President, how you doing? She was always so proud to have us there. And that was a good experience for me. I'll never forget that. Mr. Jordan and our teachers were very caring and supportive of us as students. We worked hard for that reason because they encouraged us to want to be the best and prepared us to be able to go out in the world and compete. The most important thing was that Merrill was a school that the community and others held Merrill in high esteem. It was deeply respected and highly admired by everybody. We all thought a lot of, the community thought a lot of Merrill because it was an opportunity for us to be able to go to a very outstanding high school, the high school of Pine Bluff. Even though we had Coleman, Townsend Park, we had those schools, but Merrill was the school. I can remember the friends. I remember the activities that I was able to participate in. We saw films and videos of outstanding African Americans. They taught us who we are, who we should be, and what we should be. The friends, my classmates, people I met, the good times we had together, the memories of walking the hall, and you know, it was something special to hear Mr. Jordan coming down the hall and everybody run uh, because he had a belt. We used to call him "Here Come 32," and we knew that we had to move on. You know, we couldn't play around. So we had some good times here at Merrill, going to our football games, basketball games, and seeing our teams win. Um, Going to school with people who distinguished themselves in professional sports. Merrill was a outstanding school to go to. And those are my memories. I'll never forget my teachers and how they showed love. They were like family. They treated us like a member of their family. And I can't forget those things. Those will stand with me forever. He had a way of talking to you that was not threatening. I remember our class laughed at the mayor who said, white mayor who said he never had the chance to finish high school. Some of the students laughed at that. Afterwards, Mr. Jordan said, he didn't go to school. You laughed, but he's the mayor of the city. Think about that. Mr. Burrs had a lot to do with me and my career. He helped me a great deal. Odie Burrs is his name, and he was the band director at that time. I say this because Mr. Burrs was the one that was responsible for me being able to get a 4-year all expense paid scholarship to AM&N band. I played in the AM&N band, and that was a wonderful experience. After leaving school, went into the military, I came back and I got a job. I was staying in New York. I got a job and I started my career in the field of social work. I'm retired now, but I have spent 40 years of my life and as a mental health therapist. I had my own business and I opened up my own business here in Pine Bluff. And I came home to try to dedicate my life to helping my community. And so I've been here ever since. I received a lot of certificates of achievement from the university because I took what I had learned and I started a workshop in New York where I work with young kids, and I had a youth band, 16 pieces. The oldest was 16, the youngest was 8. And this band was able to perform, and we were in New York, was able to perform at Avery Fisher Hall, Carnegie Hall, and the New York branch of Newport Jazz. It was very visited and supported by many top musicians like Dizzy Gillespie. These kids were exposed to these kind of musicians who really helped them. One of my kids, the drummer, is a professional jazz, and he has played with many. He's teaching now at New York Conservatory of Music. Yeah. So what I've learned, I've carried and encouraged others to do the same. And I'm proud of that. I've had that opportunity. In 2023, 24, I was Marquess. I made Marquess Who's Who in America. So those are my achievements, and that has been my life. And I'm blessed to continue to encourage others that they can do the same.